Wow, it's always have to get used to such an introduction. So I'm a really nice guy, just come up front. I hope I can be a visionary. I always call myself a grandpa of the mobile internet. So we're doing this for quite a while, since 12 years, starting in Germany, building first sites for Nokia phones. Anybody from Nokia here today? Okay, so then I can make jokes about them. So when they really were building great phones back then, I have to say. So market's shifting heavily, right? So things are changing every day, and Netbiscuits is also really helping you, I think, in that change. So what I'm trying to do today is just give you an update on Netbiscuits, where we are and what kind of, let's say, new cool products and features we're developing to support you in your daily work. So let's see, I just need to get this done. Which one? There you go. Okay. So what is Netbiscuits about? So, and why are we doing the things we do? So what Netbiscuits really tries to achieve with our platform is drive innovation for creation of very exciting web experiences. That's what's driving us. And we want to kind of give you the tools so that you very efficiently, fast, can create these experiences which, let's say, attract your users, lets your users engage with these mobile web experiences and come back and make your site successful. So that's what's driving us building these software tools at the end of the day. And if you look at Netbiscuits, so we're in the market since year 2000. I mean, we've really seen some very nice and sustainable growth since the mobile web exists, mainly driven by the fact that people realize, hey, I need a mobile web presence which is optimized for any kind of phone or device which is out there on the market. We've managed to build I would say, really world-leading ecosystem of partners which help us to build end-to-end solutions to let's say, their customers and the end users accessing content via mobile devices. We're hosting about more than 110,000 apps and sites by now on our platform. So when you look at our platform and we calculated the number of unique users which are processed by our platform, by all the customer sites which are on our platform, we have more unique users on our platform than Twitter on mobile. So we're really one of the large platforms out there in the space, and we're definitely also recognized as a leader in the space by the leading analysts in the space. This is actually a great slide. It must be pretty much impossible for you to read, I can realize. But you can see this is about what Netbiscuits was doing over years in innovation, let's say, for mobile web. So I think we have been really one of the drivers in trying to create innovation. So first of all, there's also our CTO, Christian, in the room. Hands up. So he was one of the first to build one of the first websites on the Nokia 7110, which was quite a mess and very, let's say, cumbersome. So that changed, luckily. I think we have been the first to build let's say, mobile device detection service very early in the game. Then in 2007, we have been the first to build a cloud web development platform, which nobody else had in the market until then. We were actually one of the first to promote hybrid applications, which nobody believed to be important. But now, as native application development, people realize getting more complex, they move into hybrid applications. And now we can say, see, we were right. We also have been one of the first to, let's say, leverage standards like HTML5, embed them into our platform, make sure that you can, let's say, utilize these features to the max in your mobile applications and sites. So I think that we have been doing very well in kind of bringing innovation to the market, and I think that also results in the fact that we are really a trusted partner for really large enterprise customers globally, which run their sites and apps on, let's say, on our platform. Also, more importantly, always highlighting that we're a partners-driven company, so many of the partners really help us to build out these experiences for these great brands, and that's what we also really want to enforce and intensify going forward. So now the important predictions. Many of them you will know, but let's say what we try to give you is perspective on how this will influence mobile web development, or how users, let's say, where, when, and how users will interact on mobile devices or connected devices with each other. So let's say, and these trends are for us device proliferation, web access, web usage, application development, and move into the cloud. If you look at device proliferation, I mean, mobile devices are the devices everybody's using to communicate and interact via the internet today. The next wave is tablets. So I think this year, I think the number should be like 300 million tablets being sold. And what that creates is kind of for everybody out there, for enterprises and for vendors in the space, it creates pressure because you have to optimize and innovate in your web experiences to be able to, let's say, cater for all these devices which are coming. And what it also creates for you is complexity. So you have to manage that complexity, and you have to be ready for that. Then the next one is web access. So 3G has been proliferated more than 170 countries. I mean, I wish the network quality would be better. In reality, I guess we all would. 4G is coming, but still, when I come here to New York, I'm still on edge on T-Mobile. And actually, it's still a big problem for many people out there. Some people asked us, could I actually design a mobile site which is adaptive to bandwidth? That's something new, which we also heard from analysts, that they say, so everybody's building cutting-edge stuff, high-end, high-end, high-end. Do you ever realize that maybe your site is just not loading on a phone fast enough in a certain network environment? So also Netbiscuits will be able to help you with that. So that's something to consider. Then web usage. I mean, users, 81% go to the internet rather via the phone than their PC. So that changes their user behavior. They do it in different environments and, let's say, different times of the day and so forth. Then application development, and I was touching on that already. So everybody built native applications, and I think it was definitely also the right thing to do that at a given point of time. But many enterprises realized this is just very costly, non-scalable to do that over time, to be on all operating systems with a native application. So also analysts predict that in the next 2 years, 50% of all native applications will be moved into a hybrid mode. So what means hybrid? Hybrid means you build kind of something like an HTML5 site as a core, and you wrap it into a native application. So with the native application, you utilize some things you can't do maybe with the browser, but in core, you save lots of time and money in using the HTML5 core to develop out their sites. And I think that you can't do everything yet perfectly on HTML5, but that will, let's say, we can see that cycle very fast move into a direction so that browsers will be giving you almost the same user experience than a native application. And last but not least, enterprises move into the cloud. So they're really trying to find efficient ways to scale up their business, and cloud services are a very efficient way to do this. So Netbiscuits Cloud Platform. So what does it mean? What do we provide? So first of all, the foundation layer for a platform is kind of the backend system of the customer, your system, or the system of a partner. And then what we try to build is kind of an easy way, like a shortcut, to bring your content from a web backend systems to the mobile devices. So a platform sits between the web backend and the various devices, let's say, people use. And you can see in my presentation, I'm always saying mobile, 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 but what we make our minds up now is, I think what's really changing is we'll have something like the one web in the future. So people, I mean, it's a little bit hard to say if a tablet is a mobile or kind of another kind of internet-enabled device. But what they all have in common, they are touch-enabled, and that's a big changer in how people interact with these devices. So what you're going to see up there will be, so with Netbiscuits, you can support feature phones, smartphones, tablets. In the future, when it comes IPTV, and all other kinds of connected devices, maybe in-car navigation, one of my favorites, was never there yet. So that's something we will support on our platform. And then when you look into the cloud platform itself, the components which are important for you to know, which make it core for you when you go to your clients is so development tools. So we provide software and tools which allow you to build based on the latest software frameworks and what devices give to you. So kind of by using our tools, we're kind of future-proofing all the standards which are out there. And that allows you to, let's say, be very adaptive to all kinds of things which are happening in the market. So you have HTML5, you have CSS, maybe soon it's going to be HTML6. Maybe they call it only HTML, God knows. But let's say if you work on a Netbiscuits platform, user development frameworks, we are adaptive, and you have investment security, and you're future-proof on that side. Then device information. I think that Netbiscuits has really built just the best device information service and library of device information which exists on that planet. Germans are usually a little bit more humble, but I think on that one I can say we have the best device database. So that helps you tremendously to create adaptive experiences. Many people talk about responsive. we always make the joke, why would be responsive? Why would be not proactive and adaptive? So that's what we're trying to bring to you. And when you leverage that device information service and some other tools which are in the device information service, so image optimization, you are able to build very high-end, cutting-edge applications. We host for you, but hosting is not just hosting and storing the content there. I mean, we are a cloud platform, so we are supporting you. We are monitoring what's happening on the platform. We handle peak loads for you. So to ensure that you can really provide a very scalable, high-quality end-user experience out to the device. We've launched several security features on the platform, which are, I think, also really cool. So we've built a, let's say, a tool we call LiveBridge, which allows you to test your applications inside, let's say, behind your firewalls. And it's also a tool, actually, which allows you to build intranet solutions, which is maybe an interesting B2E application you would want to use. So let's say an enterprise who would be able to, let's say, delivering their mobile website to their end consumer, at the same time could also build internal employee-related applications based on a platform. And then last but not least, we also integrate with leading analytics tools which utilize the high-end device information we have to create contextual data. So let's say these analytics tools, like we interface with Omniture, allow you to really know what's happening on your sites and target your applications in the perfect way. So that's Netbiscuits Cloud Platform. And the deployment models for that cloud platform are simple. So you can do an integrated cloud ecosystem or an integrated hybrid solution. So what that actually means is kind of you can, on the right-hand side, you can easily connect our cloud platform to any kind of backend systems which are out there. I think that's one of the key strengths of the Netbiscuits platform. So you don't have to duplicate stuff. You can seamlessly interface. And on the left-hand side, if there's any kind of other web cloud infrastructure you might see, maybe CDN providers which accelerate delivery of content, then we are integrated with these guys as well. Then I mentioned the word adaptive many times. So we really want to bring into market let's say, kind of the way of thinking about an adaptive strategy. So again, we help you to future-proof. There are going to be lots of trends out there. They're changing all the time. If I would go back to that slide I showed in the beginning of all the trends where we had to innovate because something changed, that's huge. And if you as an enterprise have to manage that yourself with your own developers all the time, in a total cost perspective, that will be not efficient for you. So we, with our tools, really try to help you to maximize the efficiency out there. Then I talked about our partner ecosystem, which is, I mean, really core of our strategy and really important for us. So just talking a little bit about the partner categories we have. So we have business partners and strategic alliances. That's guys, these are companies we team up with which want to create great user experiences. They maybe don't use our tools, but they really recommend us as a platform. Then we have technology partners. These technology partners really natively integrate with our platform to enhance the user experience out to devices. So another, again, an example could be, my hand does strange things. Jet lag, maybe. Technology partners integrate with us, and they, with them, we then enhance the experience out to the end user. It could be, again, something like a CDN provider for accelerated delivery. Could be an advertising provider to deliver ads to our customers, and so forth. Then we have developers. These are kind of a group of trained developers which use the platform and recommend it out in the market. We have solution advisors. They're usually agencies which really help customers to build out, design and build out, and then consult customers in creating their mobile strategies and then also build out these services. And we have system integrators which help us to, from design, development, deployment of applications to cater our clients. And we can also support you with Netbiscuits Professional Services, which is a skilled team of professionals which are in the market for a very long time to support you in your mobile strategy. So what's new at Netbiscuits? So some new features we want to highlight to you today. So first of all, Netbiscuits Accelerated. So Netbiscuits Accelerated is a platform enhancement which allows you to speed up delivery of your mobile website, so increase the performance of sites, loading times when you access them. That is very important, especially for mobile websites, because I mean, if you're just relying, let's say, only on the network, and you have lots of data on your site, lots of, let's say, high-quality images on your sites, you need to improve the loading times, and you can tremendously do that with partners. We work, for example, with Akamai on that side. Netbiscuits LiveBridge, I mentioned that already, solution to in-house test behind the firewall, in a secure environment, test your mobile applications, but also maybe deploying mobile internet solutions. We have a very rich suite of APIs which you can leverage, and developer and IDE tools. We did tons of improvements to them, so make the development for you easier. And then we have lots of pre-programmed features for faster development. So that's kind of biscuits, right? So people who are familiar with the platform know that terminology. So these pre-programming features we heavily expanded, so you can support more touch functionality, you can do more and better media delivery, you can integrate with social network, there's something like a social media biscuit, there's improved maps functionality in the platform, and you can also create what's important around HTML5 offline web applications, which gives you tons of new ways to really build really outstanding superior web experiences. So, last but not least, why people choose Netbiscuits? So people choose Netbiscuits because it's really, really easy to use. We provide, in our opinion, the really best customer user experience out there. We are really, I would say, one of the world leaders in integration with other systems. So if you look at the tools which we integrated with, no matter if it's CMS systems, I think we've integrated more than 40. We have integrated more than 5 e-commerce platforms, so really strong in that sector. We have the best mobile device information services set already. We can be really proud about that one. When you use Netbiscuits, you're extremely fast in speed and development, testing, and deployment of your applications. You're future-proof when you go into our platform. We'll take care of the complexities of the market for you. And when you go with our platform, at the end of the day, you will have, let's say, the lowest total cost of ownership compared to any other solution you might want to build. Of course, everybody can always build something, let's say, in-house themselves, but for you, you just should make the decision if you just really want to handle with your developers the complexity of mobile, or if you would rather focus on building great user experience and great applications instead of handling the complexity and building that up from scratch, which great solutions like Netbiscuits today already provide. So that's it from my side. So first of all, I also want to say again a personal thank you for everybody coming here. So some came from very far. I heard even people came like via bus from Pittsburgh, I heard. So that's one of my favorite stories. So thanks for coming. That's great. So we really appreciate you being here. So we have lots of customers and partners here, and I hope you can have a great day. I thank you for sharing the information with us, because that's very valuable. So we can talk about Netbiscuits all the time, but without your, let's say, with the great apps you build, with the information you're going to share with them, we all can then really learn something about mobile and improve what we're doing. So thanks very much, and hope to catch up later.